Alright, what is going on YouTube? This is Chris back with another VOD review. Today we're going to be getting our first sample of trio gameplay for this season. We're going to be watching Commandment, Scented, and Edgey in the FNCS Warmup Finals. They placed 9th here, but they did get 6 elims. This was their best pop-off game, so I wanted to select this. I'm going to be VOD reviewing several more trios to kind of see kind of what the trio meta is this season, maybe help some of you guys out as well as myself, kind of learn what the plays are and if the pros are doing anything different than the average player here, because usually they are, and it's good to learn them, whatever they're doing. So we're going to be going in here with Commandment's POV. I may switch around between Scented and Edgey, but right now I'm going to start with Commandment, and it looks like they're going to be landing either Stark. I feel like they land Doom's Domain though, but I don't know. No, I guess they are landing Stark. Okay. Looks like they're contested by Booga's trio and a couple of others. Commandment has a God Drop. Very nice. Okay. So they got some splashes. Gold Stark Rifle. Ridiculous weapon, to be perfectly honest. That gun is insane. It's like 80 headshot. Okay, it looks like he's contesting Jamper, Avery, and Booga here for the rights to Stark, but they're gonna go over to... Yeah, it looks like he's gonna push them off so that they go over to the garage area rather than contest the main Iron Man building here. Which means if they get Iron Man, they're going to be able to get the vault. They're going to loot it first, and then Booga's trio is going to have to kind of like grab the scraps here. They have pretty decent loot. Oh no, it still looks like they're contesting them over at the vault. That's crazy. Wow, he's getting huge tags with that gun. Gold Stark Rifle is one of the best guns, period. I will take that over an AR any day. It just does so much damage. And with the hipfire spray, it's insane. Oh, Commandment's accuracy is insane here. He's got a bunch of players in that trio weak. It's just a matter of time before they clean him up. So it looks like they have Vault. Bunch of medkits. Yeah, medkits over the bandage gun. In trios specifically. The bandage gun is great, but it takes up two slots in your inventory, and you know, with trios it's important to have, like, the bandage gun has 5, but ultimately spread out among 3 of them, it's not going to be enough to heal them all full. So if you have 2 or 3 med kits, everyone can full heal. It's just a better play in my opinion. Takes up 1 slot in your inventory, full heals everyone, like, it just makes more sense. Alright, so it looks like they've alphaed up Stark. They get Vault. They're pretty kitted right now. He has Blue Pump, Gold Stark Rifle. They have mobility with the shockwaves. He's 190. Looks like Edgey and Scented are also pretty much full HP. They're pretty well off here. They just need mats. And then I'm gonna take a look here. They're at Stark. They're in a pretty good location. They don't have to rotate at all. They can just sit here and get mats and kind of do as they wish, really. This spot, Stark, not only has great loot, but it is one of the best POIs for metal, because since they swapped over the cars so you can drive them, there's much less metal on the map. But this place is like, has a tremendous amount of metal. All of the floors are metal. A lot of the furniture in the building is metal. It's pretty insane. You can get full metal really quick here. $88 people alive. Pretty stacked game. These are the finals, so I would expect nothing less. Looks like Scented goes and gets the garage, loots that. That's also pretty stacked. Bunch of minis right there, that's good. He has 3 big pots, 2 medkits. Apologize, it's pretty early in the morning, so I had to yawn there. Anyway. So they're gonna fully loot and farm this spot. I'm curious to see if they stay here for a bit or if they rotate, because like I said, if you look here, they're pretty, like, they're in a really good position here. All these people are gonna have to rotate in, which is gonna be on this side. These people will probably rotate into either Dooms or more of a central location, but none of them really need to go to a central location yet. It's only first zone. Looks like he needs more brick. He's trying to get a purple spaz. Yeah, there's so much material here. You can upgrade your shotgun and then still have plenty of time to refarm all your material back. Wow, he has insane loot right now. 6 minis, 3 big pots, mobility, purple shotgun, gold star rifle. That is insane. It's no wonder they get a bunch of elims. They end up getting 9th in this game. Just as a heads up, I don't know how it plays out, but it'll be good to see what they did wrong and what cost them the win, because alphaing Stark and getting all of the loot there first thing is huge. So I'm curious to see how they, I don't want to use the term throw, because this is a very good trio, but with all of this loot and all their mats and everything, like, I'm curious to see how they lost. He needs brick. Other than that, he's really well off. Full capped, he just needs, what is that, like 20 more wood? Like, the fact that this entire place is built out of brick and metal, like, you don't have to go anywhere to get full mats for a trio as well. Alright, they're getting shot at from the hilltops there. Looks like they jumped in the cars. They're going up off the main hill there, pushing towards duck with shovel. thought they were going to go and push. No. Smacking Oscar. Looks like they're kind of avoiding them. Ooh, they're actually getting beamed from Doom's Domain area, this trio over here. So they're kind of already... Are they going to third-party this engagement? Looks like they might. Oh, maybe not. Nope, they are. Wow. Interesting. They're in center zone for the second. I thought they were going to push that fight. I'm glad they didn't, because there's 84 people left. If they die, they completely throw their game. I will say, being in this current location was a bad move on their part. I know there's a ton of people left, but they moved here. They are currently surrounded by 2 teams on high ground. This team on low ground, which was already fighting this team. This team's moving in, and that team's kind of... Actually, they're kind of rotating away, which is smart. But they're currently in the middle of 4 teams, 2 looking at the same level as them, and 2 from above. Which is terrible, because as you clearly saw, they got full sprayed from the team on height. And quite frankly, they're lucky that they didn't get full sprayed by the other 3 teams, because they probably would have been dead here. They should have rotated. They were in cars. What they should have done is rotated more center here to kind of get away from this congestion. Or, they were on cars. They could have made it all the way to dead side. Way over here. And they would have had the entire area free. Rather than get full sprayed and use a ton of mats. I don't quite know. Like, I understand it's second, it's centers, it's kind of center zone, but it's only second zone. Like, ideally you want to get center third. More so than center second. And putting themselves in between 4 or 5 teams like that is risky. Especially when there's such an elevation difference. Like, there's no chance this trio is going to be able to ramp up and go fight Unknown's trio, because they're so high. They'll burn all their mats. I feel like they could have chosen a better position if they wanted to play for endgame. And who knows, maybe they'll get zone here and it'll be worth it. But if they have to rotate towards where that dead side was, it's unfortunate, because they were in cars. They could have made it there easily. Okay, they're 430 above. I think they're pretty good here. Oh, 575 now. I don't think they really need to worry about storm surge tags at all. Yeah, they're fine. Let me take a look. So they're rotating here. They're doing a very good job of early rotating here. The trio meta, I have to say, has to be... And it's the same with solo meta. Like, you have to early rotate, because quite frankly, if you rotate late and all of these trios get into zone, you're gonna be held. And it's gonna be a griefing nightmare for you. But the fact that they... So they're around here, right? They're here. If they were in this dead side, they would have to rotate with 1, maybe 2 trios. Here they're rotating, they're completely surrounded. I think the play for dead side on this side of the map would have been the play, because they were in the cars. They could have made it there rather easily. I'm gonna stop preaching that move to dead side, but I think that play burned a lot of their mats, because they got full sprayed, and then they also had to use mats to rotate. But Just for future reference for anyone watching this, I think the play for dead side is worth the 50-50, because if you have to rotate, it's a lot easier to or from dead side than the congested side, especially in trios, because trios are much more likely to hold you if they have a lot of ammo. Because much like these guys are doing right now, they can full spray and cause the entire lobby to full spray. So you can get lobby focused really easily here. Yeah, you can see all they did is one trio started shooting, and now this trio here is getting shot at by at least 3 trios. Their full game is grief. Smack knocks, mooncakes. That trio's done. Yep. Miro going for the loot. That trio running in there. They pulled the zone here, which is good, because they don't really need to move, but it is 4th. Actually, edge 4th is good. You want to be edge 4th because the chances... It's worth the chance of getting a half in, half out. 50-50 zone. You want to be on edge 4th here. Because if they get zoned, they don't have to move for a second zone. They can just sit here. However, the risk of this zone is, yeah, now there's going to be a lot more people congesting around them. Because they are here, right? All of these teams need to land right on them. So they are going to be on the congested side. And then they just have to hope zone doesn't pull up Stark. Because that's going to be a very good way to lose all of their material. So, again, I think I would have moved to dead side here, because they're going to have so many people on them. Ooh, okay. They get the elims here. That's good. Edgey got 2 of them. They're above Storm Surge. So they don't need to really worry about that. I'd be a little careful here because they're only 276 involved. If it was 500 range, that would be much better. But this is evidence why you want to early rotate, because AV and his trio are rotating late, and they're getting fully held by all of the trios that are already in zone. So early rotating is always good, but it is necessary in trios, 100%. Ooh, and just like I said, zone pulls all the way to Stark. They did not get 50-50. It pulls max. They have to go up Stark, and they have to worry about all these trios around them. Again, why they should have rotated to this side. But I'm curious to see how they play this out, because quite frankly, this looks like a nightmare. They do have shockwaves, but I don't know. Let me take a look at Scented here. He has no mobility. He has really good loot. Edgey has 2 crash pads, so again, not great. We're going to go back to Commandment's perspective, because Commandment is their lead tarper usually. Oh, he jumps right in. That was insane. Took 0 damage, just jumped in and destroyed. Was that Kanata? Unfortunate. Gotta get the Storm Surge tags. Also, they really needed that refresh because they're going to have to burn mats. Oh, man. They're gonna shockwave here. 100%. Yup. Excellent technique. The bouncer shockwave is huge, especially for a trio who can send all of you in the correct direction. Occasionally they have duds, so be careful of that. Occasionally the shockwave doesn't send one or two people anywhere but up, but for the most part, use the bouncer and shockwave technique and go like insanely far with just one mobility item, so you don't have to use two to get up the hill. Does he grab the med kits? Oh no, he grabs the gold pump. Good comms. Grabs the minis. Yeah, please heal Commandment. Oh my gosh. Incented goes down. I did not notice that. Ooh, huge pump. Nice play. Nice play. That was their wall. He was able to just quick edit, one pump. I think that was Spade. That was a good play. Good play. But yeah, Scented goes down, so it's left to Commandment and Edgey to clutch this one up to get as much placement or elims as they can. So it's a big one for Edgey. They're tarping into hard mats here, which is smart. The second you get to endgame, you want to switch to hard mats. Like, you'll get full sprayed, especially in trios. Like, you want to make sure everyone has hard mats in your trio. 100%. Because you get full sprayed in wood by at least one, or if not more, trios, you're in trouble. Okay, so they're going to shockwave this zone. Zone's pretty far. Excellent. Ooh. Good layer changes. It's just unfortunate you got a unit like that. He should have ramped over his head. But then Edgey was behind him, so he couldn't really do that. Didn't want to block Edgey out of zone. Someone lit their builds on fire. That's actually crazy. You can hear the sounds of the fire burning their materials. I don't think it was their box though. Doom's griefing gauntlets getting some work put in here. They're on low ground now, which makes sense. They don't have a lot of mats. They really should get a refresh here. They're gonna get eco, I think. Yikes. 4 HP. This might be the end of the run for them. Edgey goes down. That's also not good. Commandment's 4 HP. Yep, that's the end. Unfortunate. It goes down to Eclipse. Alright. I think, for the most part, that was a good game. I think if they did, in fact... I think not rotating to dead side is what caused them to lose. One, Scented went down, and two, the rest of the game was kind of shambles for them, if I'm being honest. So if they rotated to dead side, they would have had a free rotate up to Stark. And this game really shows, one, how with your trio, positioning is huge, because if you're burning your entire trio's mats just to get to like 5th zone, like you have another 4 zones after that, you're gonna need multiple refreshes, which in a stacked lobby like this is not the easiest. You have to play really smart. But yeah, I think overall they played very well, considering. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the actual FNCS as well as playing in it, and that'll be fun, I think. But yeah, so I'm going to be VOD reviewing multiple trios from the warm-up to kind of produce some content here, to help, one, myself as well as whoever's watching this kind of gather some information on any of the special things trios are using in high tier lobbies like this, just to help you guys out for trio season. Yeah, so if you guys have any specific trios you want to see from the warm-ups, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'm going to go through and grab some of the top 10 and some of their POVs throughout this event. So thank you guys for stopping by and watching. I hope you guys have a great day.